review. Is that copyrighted? So a couple weeks ago, I bought 10 liters of milk, 2 gallons, and 2 more liters of raw milk from Washington State, and it was delicious. I'm just about done. I've got a little bit left. I found the milk to be very flavorful. It definitely had more flavor than the milk I'm used to buying in grocery stores here. I felt like I could almost taste, some of the grass or the plants that the cows had been eating in their lives, perhaps, or there's something to it. And the fat that was in the milk was there were almost sort of like ribbons of fat in the milk. So it added this wonderful, smooth, creamy texture, this great mouthfeel. And I felt just amazing drinking it. It was super satisfying. I felt very alive after drinking it. I just felt good drinking it. I was enjoying it so much I had to at first I had to start measuring it out a bit to make sure I didn't start eating too many carbs or drinking too many carbohydrates again. Now I'm kind of messed it up a bit because I froze 6 of the liters. I froze a gallon, and then the other, I don't know what to call it, the half gallon, I guess. I froze them, and so I got impatient when I was thawing the first gallon that I froze. I took it out, got a bit impatient, and I put it on the counter to thaw. And I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it started to go a bit sour when I had about a liter or a liter and a half left, which was really unfortunate because I was thoroughly enjoying the milk. But I made lemonade out of lemons. I turned the last of that milk into yogurt, which I'd never done before, and that yogurt turned out to be really delicious. It was very easy. I had some just Olympia yogurt. It's yogurt from the store with active cultures in it, and heated up the milk to about 90 degrees, maybe just a bit less than that. Put half a cup of yogurt in, and made it thin, sealed it up. I mean, I didn't seal it. I put a lid on the pot, wrapped it in a dish cloth, and I put that in the oven, which had been on before, so it was a little bit warmer. And I left it like that for about 6 hours or so, and came back, and it was yogurt, the whole thing. It was really strange. It was like magic. I'd never created yogurt before. I'd never seen yogurt be created before, so it really did seem like magic to me to put milk in this pot and some yogurt, and somehow it became yogurt with some warmth. So that, I'm still finishing that this weekend. I can grab the last of it. I just put it in a jar here. It's just yogurt. Can you see in there? But raw milk, yogurt, for whatever. Is it more nutritious? Perhaps. It's certainly, the fat is nicer. I don't know. It's certainly more there. It's more, more detectable while you're eating it. I'm really enjoying it. It has a sort of a vague, almost like cheesy feel, kind of like a cottage cheese a little bit, but it's still that nice sour yogurt flavor. And then the last one, which I'm drinking now, the last half gallon milk, I took that out of the freezer, and unfortunately what happened a little bit was that the fat in the milk got shredded a bit when the water froze in the freezer. I read that can happen. The taste is still really nice, but it definitely reduces the quality of the texture of the raw milk. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. It was strange because the first gallon I froze, I didn't notice that at all, and I don't know if I did something differently or what. I don't think I did. Perhaps the larger vessel of milk took longer to freeze, and maybe that pushed the fat out of the way instead of shredding it. I don't know. But whatever the case, this last bit of milk I have, the fat is shredded a bit, so there's like little flakes of fat in it. Again, it still tastes good, but the texture is definitely not as nice. So I think next time I won't be freezing the milk. I might make yogurt again next time, because that turned out really, really well. I'm just thoroughly enjoying that last couple mornings. Of course, it makes it rather expensive yogurt, but I don't know if it's nutritious enough and tasty enough. Maybe it's worth it. So another thing is, one of my viewers wrote me a message and an email actually, and told me that at Superstore he found raw cheese. I haven't been able to get over to Superstore yet to check that out, but that's certainly a cool possibility. And maybe the laws in Canada about raw milk are different for cheese. I mean, obviously they would have to be if that's the case. So let me know if you see that raw milk at Superstore or anywhere else, or anywhere else to get high quality dairy or animal products. Please do let me know in the comments. I'm certainly looking for that. Right now I'm looking for some just real lard. I saw a butcher on Main Street in Vancouver will sell lard, and also Sumas Farms looked like an interesting place to check out. If you know any others that you like, please let me know. Apart from that, I can only I do also want to say the raw milk, drinking it, I definitely noticed it was easier on my stomach. I've been drinking milk my whole life, so I'm not lactose intolerant, but I do find sometimes I get a stomach ache around when I drink milk. Sometimes about 12 hours later, or sometimes when I wake up the next day, I have a curiously related sore stomach, and it seemed to be getting correlated an awful lot with when I was drinking a lot of milk. I really and especially recently, actually. So that went away. I want to say completely, at least mostly, with the raw milk. I think I still have some other gut issues related to some other stuff. I've definitely been having gut problems for a couple of years. They've been receding, but so it's hard always to know what causes any particular symptom, right? But drinking that raw milk felt much better, and I definitely didn't wake up with a pain in the pit of my stomach that I was starting to feel I was getting from regular milk. So that was really, really positive. I also didn't notice being as phlegmatic. Certainly drinking a glass of whole milk normally, if I would try to do one of these videos or just talk afterwards, I'd be extremely phlegmatic. I just really haven't noticed that drinking this unpasteurized whole milk, which certainly has a ton of fat in it. So I don't understand why or how that could be the case, but just I suppose anecdotally, I noticed this because I was talking to somebody else about dairy and how it is phlegmatic, or milk in particular. But then I sort of realized I've been drinking this 10 liters of raw milk in the last 2 weeks, and I really can't say that I would specifically notice it to be phlegm producing, which is quite interesting because normal milk is. So I think that's it. I would highly recommend it if you're someone who likes milk. Definitely treat yourself to this. It's full of flavor. It feels really satisfying to drink. I felt like alive and energized by it. I was reading that apparently raw milk has literally all of the known vitamins and minerals. Not just lots or many, but literally all of them. And of course the fat is there, so a lot of the fat soluble vitamins are available to you. There's the life-giving saturated fats and cholesterol, which are necessary to healthy development and healthy growth. So definitely, if you like milk at all, or you once liked milk at all, or you're curious about a high nutrient food, definitely recommend the raw milk. It was more expensive. I don't regret it. I feel like it was worth it. It was really that good for me. So that's it for milk review. Thanks.